Yellowstone National Park is a land of beauty and wonder, a place where nature's splendor is on full display. From its lush forests to its majestic mountains, every corner of this park tells a story of natural magnificence. Geysers erupt with scalding water, shooting steam and hot water high into the air, creating a spectacle that draws visitors from around the world. Bison roam across vast plains, their presence a testament to the park's thriving ecosystem. These majestic creatures have called Yellowstone home for thousands of years. Beneath this serene landscape lies a sleeping giant, the Yellowstone Supervolcano. This massive geological feature is one of the largest active volcanic systems in the world. This massive volcano has erupted 3 times in the past, with eruptions hundreds of times more powerful than Mount St. Helens in 1980. Each eruption has left an indelible mark on the landscape and the planet. These eruptions occurred 2.1 million, 1.3 million, and 630,000 years ago. The sheer scale of these events is almost unimaginable, reshaping the land and altering the course of natural history. While another eruption is not imminent, the possibility looms large, a reminder of nature's raw power. The forces beneath Yellowstone are a constant presence, a sleeping giant that could awaken at any time. Scientists constantly monitor Yellowstone for any signs of increased activity. They use a variety of tools and techniques to keep a close watch on the supervolcano's behavior. Earthquakes, ground deformation, and gas emissions are all closely tracked. These indicators help scientists understand the state of the volcano and predict potential future activity. An eruption would be a global event, with far-reaching and devastating consequences for life on Earth. The ash and gases released could alter the climate, disrupt ecosystems, and impact human societies worldwide. The possibility demands our attention and understanding. By studying Yellowstone and other supervolcanoes, scientists hope to better predict and prepare for these rare but catastrophic events. We must prepare for the potential consequences of this sleeping giant's awakening. Emergency preparedness and community awareness are crucial in mitigating the impact of a future eruption. The history of Yellowstone is marked by periods of relative quiet punctuated by these colossal eruptions. Each eruption has reshaped the landscape, leaving behind a massive caldera, a volcanic depression miles wide. Each eruption has reshaped the landscape, leaving behind a massive caldera, a volcanic depression miles wide. These calderas are a testament to the immense power of the supervolcano. These eruptions have ejected vast quantities of ash and gas into the atmosphere, impacting the global climate for years after the event. The ashfall can cover vast areas, affecting agriculture, water supplies, and air quality. The possibility of another super eruption is a sobering reminder of the forces that have shaped our planet. It is a call to action for scientists, policymakers, and communities to work together in understanding and preparing for these natural events. The eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano would begin with a deafening roar, a sound heard for hundreds of miles. This roar would be unlike anything ever experienced by humanity, a harbinger of the chaos to come. The ground would shake violently as magma, molten rock from deep within the earth, surges upwards. The sheer force of this movement would cause the earth to crack and split, creating fissures that would spew lava and toxic gases. A massive column of ash and gas would be ejected into the atmosphere, rising tens of kilometers high. This ash cloud would darken the skies, blocking out the sun and plunging the region into an eerie twilight. This column would be visible for thousands of miles, a terrifying spectacle of nature's destructive power. The ash would spread far and wide, carried by the winds, affecting areas far beyond the immediate vicinity of the eruption. The immediate blast zone would be obliterated, instantly transforming into a desolate wasteland. Trees, buildings, and any form of life would be vaporized in an instant, leaving behind a barren, lifeless landscape. Pyroclastic flows, superheated avalanches of ash and gas, would race across the landscape at hundreds of kilometers per hour. These flows would be unstoppable, incinerating everything in their path with temperatures exceeding 1,000 degrees Celsius. These flows would incinerate everything in their path, leaving behind a trail of destruction. The landscape would be unrecognizable, a testament to the raw power of the supervolcano. The scale of the destruction would be difficult to comprehend, dwarfing any volcanic eruption in recorded history. Even the most catastrophic eruptions of the past would pale in comparison to the sheer magnitude of Yellowstone's fury. The initial eruption would be just the beginning. the supervolcano could continue to erupt for days, weeks, or even months, with each phase bringing new waves of destruction. Seismic activity would continue for days, if not weeks, triggering earthquakes and volcanic aftershocks across the western United States. These aftershocks would cause further damage, collapsing buildings and infrastructure already weakened by the initial blast. The sheer power of this event would be felt globally, a stark reminder of the immense energy contained within our planet. The ash cloud would spread across the globe, affecting weather patterns and causing a volcanic winter that could last for years. The eruption of Yellowstone would be a catastrophe of unprecedented scale. It would change the world as we know it, a powerful reminder of the forces that lie beneath our feet, waiting to be unleashed. One of the most immediate and widespread effects of a Yellowstone eruption would be the ash cloud, a colossal plume of volcanic ash that would darken the skies. Millions of tons of ash would be ejected into the atmosphere, spreading across the United States and beyond, carried by prevailing winds. This ash cloud would travel thousands of miles, affecting regions far from the eruption site. This ash would blanket the land, collapsing roofs, clogging engines, and grounding aircraft. The sheer weight of the ash would cause structural damage to buildings, while its abrasive nature would wreak havoc on machinery. The fine particles would pose a significant health hazard, causing respiratory problems and contaminating water supplies. People would need to wear masks to protect themselves from inhaling the dangerous particles. The ash would be particularly devastating for agriculture, covering fields in a thick, suffocating layer. Crops would be buried, suffocated under the weight of the ash, leading to massive losses in food production. Livestock would be at risk from inhaling the ash and ingesting contaminated water and vegetation. The health of animals would be severely compromised, affecting meat and dairy production. The agricultural heartland of the United States would be crippled, leading to widespread food shortages and economic collapse. The ripple effects would be felt across the nation and beyond. The impact on global food security would be profound, as the United States is a major exporter of agricultural products. The ash cloud would also disrupt critical infrastructure, damaging power lines and communication networks. Power lines and communication networks could be damaged or destroyed, isolating communities and hindering relief efforts. Emergency services would struggle to operate in such conditions. Transportation systems would be severely impacted, making it difficult to move people and supplies. Roads, railways, and airports would be rendered unusable. The ash cloud would be a suffocating blanket, disrupting every aspect of modern life. From daily commutes to essential services, nothing would remain untouched by the pervasive ash. As the ash cloud from Yellowstone spreads around the globe, it would have a chilling effect on the planet's climate. The fine particles in the ash would reflect sunlight back into space, reducing the amount of solar radiation reaching the Earth's surface. This would lead to a phenomenon known as a volcanic winter, a period of significantly cooler temperatures that could last for years or even decades. The global temperature drop could be dramatic, potentially by several degrees Celsius. This would have a profound impact on agriculture, shortening growing seasons and impacting crop yields worldwide. The combination of reduced sunlight and colder temperatures would create challenging conditions for plant growth, exacerbating food shortages. The planet would be plunged into a state of environmental crisis. The volcanic winter would also disrupt weather patterns, leading to changes in precipitation and more extreme weather events. Some regions might experience increased rainfall and flooding, while others could face prolonged droughts. The delicate balance of the Earth's climate system would be thrown into disarray, with unpredictable and potentially catastrophic consequences.